Hey everybody, welcome back, and thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Today, we've got another broken Kaldheim card. I don't know what they're doing. The power level on these cards is just up, 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 up. Looking at Ascendant Spirit today, I can't handle it. Maybe you guys can help me out. Whenever I see a 1 converted mana cost rare, I immediately get very excited. The last one I seen was the Swarm Shambler, right, in green. A great card. I love it. It went in all my green decks. This, I think, is even better than that. Mono Blue Tempo might be coming back with a Fury through Ascendant Spirit. We'll break it down now. Of course, it is a blue mana that you'll need to use to cast it. And then we can spend 2 snow mana to have it become a Spirit Warrior with base power and toughness of 2/3. We can also pay 3 snow mana once it is a warrior to put a flying counter on it, and it becomes a Spirit Warrior Angel with base power and toughness of 4/4. We can also pay 4 snow mana if it is an angel, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it, and it gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Okay, a couple things we need to talk about right here. The first things is Muskwood Nexus. We just seen this. It's a 4 CMC enchantment. Creatures you control are every creature type. Creatures in your deck are every creature type. Creatures in your grave and in exile are every creature type, right? Creatures all over are every creature type of yours, at least within the Muskwood Nexus. This will allow you to jump right to that last ability and just, start pumping out these +2/+2 counters on it. So 2 +1/+1 counters is, how I should phrase that. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. These are stackable, so you can activate them more than once. The first 2, you don't really get anything because you're just kind of like transmuting it into a different form of creature, which is fine. But the last ability for 4 snow mana to put 2 +1/+1 counters and gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. The draw a card ability is also stackable, which is really cool. So there's a world in which it gets played by itself, just organically. It does very, very well for itself, just slowly upgrading as it goes, allowing your opponent to find some form of removal on it, hopefully. There's also the world where we're playing it with Muskwood Nexus. It just immediately pops off, and we go crazy about it. There is a third world in which we use Jorn, God of Winter, to untap our snow lands, right? Untaps all snow permanents. So, this is a 1-drop. Obviously, it's in play first. It attacks. We, get the God of Snow in, which I believe is a 3-drop. And then, of course, it can attack, or we can activate the ability, sink our mana into it. Jorn and the Spirit attacks. The Spirit untaps. All of your snowlands untap, and then we upregulate it to the next variant, which is really, really cool. So there's a couple decks in which this works really, really nicely with. You know, it kind of is sad that it doesn't gain flying until, that second activation for 3 snow. It would be cool if it had flying right out of the gate. However, I think that the 4th activation makes up for that by far. The fact that it's a stackable activation, if we do live in that Jorn, the God of Winter reality, in which all of our snowlands are untapping, we could activate this. It gets +2/+2. It's going to be a 6/6, and then it's going to be an 8/8 and a 10/10 quite quickly. It attacks, you untap it, you resync all the mana into it. You're going to be getting multiple activations on this, is what I mean to say, per turn, which is really good because the ability of the +1/+1 counters is good enough. But now you're drawing 1 card per attack. You're drawing 2 cards per attack. You're going to be drawing 3 cards per attack, which I would say would be more relevant, except that it's doing so much damage, so you'll probably just win. Wow. This is a good card. Ascendant Spirit, 1 mana, 1/1. You dump 2 snow mana into it. It becomes a 2/3. You dump 3 snow mana into it. once you've already dumped 2 into it, unless you have the Nexus, but at that point, why wouldn't you just jump right to the last one? It becomes a 4/4 with flying. Sure, that's really good, right? Any 1-drop that you can upregulate to a 4/4 is really good. We've seen Pelt Collector would grab evasion through trample. This gets evasion through flying. Very, very nice. And then, goes above and beyond whatever a Pelt Collector could have ever hoped to achieve through that last activation of 4. 2+1/+1 counters. Whenever it deals combat damage, draw a card. Wow. 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 Woof. I love it. I think this is a really good card, and it will warrant removal. And whenever you can force your opponent into removal early game, that's good. Start draining it out of their hand, at least in my opinion. And, it's going to get to a point where people are just protecting this card, right? They're going to be protecting it with negates, uh, right? Just with general counter magic, and just smashing home with an angel, drawing even more cards, which is really, really cool. So let me know what you guys think of Ascendant Spirit in the comments below. I'm in love with this card. Make sure to check out the rest of our Kaldheim spoilers in the playlist above my head, and we'll see you soon.